All right, so we are back here for the second part. Now, as we take a look at this, we can either approach this and start to draw the top view or the side view. So let's take a look at this a minute. Looking down at it from the top, we're going to see three shapes. We're going to see this shape right here. We will also see this shape, and then we will this is basically an inclined plane that we will also see at that. Now, it might not be real easy for us to draw this just yet. So it might be easier for us to say, okay, let's go ahead and draw the side view. What am I going to see in the side view? Well, to be honest with you, as we're looking at it this way, the only thing we're really going to see is this shape right here, which will more or less look like an L, even though we know that that is an inclined or compound inclined uh, plane going through there. So we'll go ahead and draw that. Now, again, we can see the connection. So I'm going to see this angled line right here will basically be represented by a straight line at the bottom. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks overall. So let me go ahead and get this. I'm going to leave four uh, lines in here as far as my spacing between views. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 there. And again, we know that this line, even though it's 6 blocks long, is really longer than that because looking at this view, it's foreshortened, and we know this point is closest to us. And as we move down to the left, this point is farther down in that regard. Now, taking a look, so we've got from the right side here, we've got to go up to the top. And this is the same case. This is also going to be an angled line. But for us with the view normal, it's just going to be a 6 uh, block line. And it's going to relate to where this comes in at. So we can come right over here. We can follow this line over till we get to that intersection point, and our line is going to be right in here. Now, as we look at this, we see from this point over to here, and this too is angled. But we need to know what the length of that is. Well, we already know that length. In the side view, it's going to appear to be 3 blocks long, but we know that in reality it is much longer than that. So let's go ahead and get this 3 blocks over. And same thing, all of these lines are really foreshortened lines. So, and you can kind of see how this relates by counting the blocks up there. So here's what this looks like. And all of those are 90 degrees to each other, even though this plane, the high point or the point closest to this is this plane, or is this point in the lower corner. But that kind of angles back going this way. So, and this point right here is the farthest point back into the paper on this incline. All right, so that gives us a start now to take a look at the top view. Now, when we go to the top view, I think it's easiest probably on this one. We're going to see these shapes. And we know that this is going to be line is going to be 6 blocks here. So let's move this up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember our space equals space. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and the lower 3 blocks right here, the line from here to there, is representing this line. The line from here to there is representing this line. So we're going to use that to also figure out where these other points are. So I'm going to count over. We're going to start up top here and go over. So if I do that looking down here, we'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks over. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks over. And we can double check that. Is that correct? Sure, because notice it's in line with this intersection point right here. We could also project up to each of these, but for right now, I think it's easier for you as you're learning how to do this and is to kind of count the blocks just to understand what it's how it's shaped and how we would basically derive these shapes, and then kind of go back and double check yourself to make sure that everything is in line with each other. So right here, I'm going to have a line that starts here too. So let's count that over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, that is 5 blocks over. So again, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so it makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go with that one in the middle, except that's for the top line. If you think about it, we're also going to see this right here, and that's going to come over one more. So let's go ahead and put another one going over to right there. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm going to connect the dots now for the top from there to there. So let's connect from here to there. And I've got to now figure out where this connection is. So let's finish this here as well. So we're going to see 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and we'll count this over. 1, 2, 3. Notice the relationship here. And we know that that then is going to go over to this point right here where that intersects. All right. And notice we are seeing these shapes, how these shapes kind of show up in here. So now we kind of have to figure out where is this and how is that shape going to appear. Well, at this point, we need to get this point down here, and it's projected up. So we've got another some more spacing going on over here. Well, what's the relationship in this case? Well, again, this is where this falls in line. So we're going to project up over to here, and this line is going to go right over to there to that connection. So, all right, except, so then how that actually looks. And we know then that from there, this line's going to come over all the way. So if we follow this down, so we've got this going all the way over to here, follow this down, it's going to come all the way back over to here someplace. Well, let's see where that intersection point is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to make another line right here. So this line would have gone all the way to there, and then this comes up right here like this. So, and you can kind of see here how this will look as we're looking down on it. Kind of seeing that zigzag shape in there for all of these. Let's just double check and confirm. So I should have all these intersection points. I'm going to change this back to red for my construction line. Remember, when we do this, every intersection point should be related. We project all of these over. So we're going to have that 9th line kind of being projected up at the angle going here. So we can kind of then project up to here and over at that intersection. This one should be coming over to here, down to that intersection. Oh, looks like I counted over 1, 2, 3 now, so we're okay. I'm just kind of picking up the wrong lines, or actually what's more likely, my notice that my 45-degree line wasn't quite correct. So that got me off and messed me up a little bit there. But now we also need to kind of come over to here, see where that is, project that down. So we're good with that projection. Let's project up. So that's good. So we're going to project this up. So that's good. So where that kind of comes in, well, nope, we kind of messed that up a little bit there too. So coming back in here. So we got a little bit correction. So, or do we? Let's kind of get these taken care of. So that one actually goes there. Let's take a look at this. This is why we've got to be real careful when we're doing this. So this projects up and is related to this point. This projects down and is related to that point. So we do indeed have all of these projections lines marked out so that you can kind of see what that looks like here with this particular drawing.